given what I just said about their brewery, I should be able to walk you to it.
What'd you say?
I'm having a stroke.
Prop them up. We have to do another episode. Coming to you practically live from the Beer to Whiskey Studios in the tap room floor of the Greenville Beer Exchange, or GBX, as the cool kids call it, on Lawrence Street in glorious downtown Greenville, South Carolina. I'm Russ Heaps, and welcome to this episode of Big John and Five, where I get my good buddy here, Big John Richards, to pick a beer from one of GBX's 22 or so taps or hundreds of bottles and cans that they have in their retail store. And we sniff it, we sip it, we kibitz about it. John often tells us a little bit about the brewery and sometimes even a little bit about brewing history. But always, we get to drink beer.
Oh, that's good. Thank God.
I know. We're not going to let that.
Sure what was coming.
Yeah, we're not
I'm
going to let
not
that.
sure what was coming there.
Could anything. We're getting kind of deep into the day today.
Yeah.
So, John,
Sun's getting low.
Yep. What are we doing here, John?
What we're doing is fixing my hat. This hat doesn't fit me anymore. It's one of those,
well, that's because your head's getting bigger.
Well,
you've got this,
it's the other way around.
You've got this melon that just seems to be expanding.
All that means is that if that's true, it just means I stretched this hat out too much, which is entirely possible.
Yes.
It does not fit me anymore and won't stay where I put it.
Well.
And I realized that I kept touching it while you were doing your intro, so I had to address that fact. We're doing an Olde Hickory beer.
I love Olde Hickory.
We were just talking about that before the shoot.
In the green room.
Yeah, right. In the green room while we were waiting for our gaffers to set up all our equipment and makeup artists to show up.
Yeah. Powder puff our faces. They got a powder puff that's about this big to take care of John because
that's a boof. It's a couch cushion.
That's a big melon over there. They could do mine with a cotton swab. But go ahead.
So we have this brewery up in Hickory, North Carolina, and it's been there for some time. And people still don't know what it is. Lots of people still don't know what it is, and I think that's a travesty. Because these guys make great beer. And they really got known for a beer they make called Event Horizon. That's a big imperial stout. Make some variations of it. That's probably the beer like Mexican Cake is for Westbrook, Event Horizon is for Olde Hickory. This
we have a couple of Olde Hickory episodes already in the playlist if you want to search through and find them.
It's called a teaser. Oh, I thought you were going to keep going.
No, I'm pretty much done.
You should do that. Go look for the Olde Hickory episodes.
Yeah.
Including this one. Go look for this one again.
Because you can never have too much of Russ and Big John, let me tell you what.
That's the truth. Russ, you just spoke a lot of truth.
We are beloved. At least here in Greenville.
We are beloved.
We are beloved.
So, they also do a barley wine series up at Olde Hickory, and they're a bunch of walkers, like Appalachian Walker and Irish Walker and whatnot.
Is that what this is?
This is a blend of many of those barley wines, and I'm going to need my glasses for this.
Oh, you finally remembered to bring your glasses over here.
Well, I finally remembered not to take them away after I set them down.
We've had 4 or 5 episodes today where he's just been...
So this is their 25th anniversary, and this is 2021, which is still sitting on our shelves. But I think they didn't release this one in 2021. I think they bottled it and then released it later. Also, it's still sitting on our shelves because you don't know about Olde Hickory, and you should. So
we're going to help out with that.
We're going to help out with that. We're going to talk about it, at least. And then you have to go taste it on your own. Speaking of which, tell them why they should have a beer.
Because they're good. because
I thought Russ was going to say because we're having a beer.
because
I was setting
well,
you up.
I don't want to make anybody feel bad, but but you should have a beer because they taste good,
They do,
and we're going to have a beer,
and they're
so
good for you.
there's no reason for you not to be having a beer.
All right, so this beer is called Omega Point. End point.
I'll make a point.
Omega.
Omega Point.
Like Alpha and Omega. End point. And it says Olde Hickory is celebrating over a quarter century of brewing excellence, which is correct. It's not misadvertised. We're pleased to share Omega Point barrel-aged barley wine. We blended many barrels of award-winning barley wines to create our most complex Omega Point. Some barrels aged as long as 9 years to create Omega Point. Omega Point, Omega Point, Omega Point. It doesn't say that. It's my emphasis there. Omega Point was aged in new American white oak barrels harvested from western North Carolina. That's where they're from. As well as bourbon, brandy, burgundy, and sauterne barrels.
That's a lot of barrels right there.
A lot of barrels.
I'm telling you right there.
A
That's
lot of Omega
barrels.
Point and a lot of barrels. Pardon me, Buddy. Buddy grabbed your mic on the way by.
Buddy
did not want to come over here. Buddy is as scared as we ought to be.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to pour this up, and we're going to see what happens.
Not much of a
should
head
be.
on that bad boy.
Well, that's what happens with barrel-aged beers. They lose a good bit of their carbonation to the atmosphere, and
the sucking in and out of the barrels.
yes, because the barrel is not airtight. It is watertight. It's not airtight. And if you are smart, you will let the barrel help you, and you won't up by force carbonating your beer. So
You said the F word.
put my glasses down, and maybe I'll be nicer now.
Now I have to buzz that.
Maybe I'll be nicer now.
Now I have to buzz that. See, he doesn't understand what a pain in the rear end editing these episodes can be.
Whoopsie. What do you want from me, Russ?
But if you happen to mention something that he thinks is a trademark name,
No, I can't say that.
oh, you can't say that.
Can't say that.
You know, the last time you pulled that on me, I don't think you can say that. That's trademark. You're sitting there with an underall shirt.
That's correct. When I did that Wicked Weed commercial, they made me hold my props in such a way to cover up the Under Armour logo on my shirt.
Yeah. Did I say Under Armour or Underall?
It's hard to say.
I think.
I don't
I meant
remember.
Under Armour.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right.
Well, you're not wrong, sir.
Texas Miss Lily.
Woo, Nelly. Whoa, baby. Whoa, that's a big nose. Whoo. Oh, there's so much dark fruit on that nose. It's big and perfumey. Like I have to almost short sniff, like slow sniff, like I was sniffing a whiskey with that. Wow, that is overwhelming.
You know, I'm not getting the nose thing.
Are you having a stroke? So much freaking aroma on that, it's not funny. I'm not positive what aromas yet because they're so big. Oh, man. Whoa. Goodness gracious. All right, I have to look at the ABV because I didn't do that. I think it's on here somewhere. It's a good thing I have my glasses.
1 million.
1 million ABVs. Oh, shit, that's only 12%. It's 11.7.
Oh, that's
I
not.
thought that was going to be like
That's-
18.
Yeah, that's pretty average for a barley. Barley wine.
Yeah. Man, that's just...
The
So
flavor.
It's plums and figs.
The flavor is wonderful.
I can't wait. I haven't even gotten to taste it yet. Just keep smelling it. just wrapping my head around the whole thing, man. Wow.
Chocolate and cherries is,
Yes.
what I get on the tongue.
100%. And it's not like chocolate covered cherries. It's like chocolate and cherries.
Yep.
And it doesn't have any of that weird nudity thing that happens in chocolate covered cherries.
Yeah, no, it's,
Oh my goodness.
that is nice.
That's bringing in. Now I'm starting to taste the barrel. All the way now, I'm starting to taste the barrel. And now it tastes like wood. Now it tastes like I've just put a stick in my mouth. And that's not a euphemism. It is crazy the travel on that beer. You go from one thing to an entirely different planet. Now it tastes chocolatey again with a little there's a little herbal green kind of bitterness around the edge, like broccoli. Like a broccoli kind of bitterness that's lingering with me. That's freaking bonkers is what that is.
Good is what it is.
That is delicious. I love what those guys do. I cannot express how much I love Olde Hickory Brewing. Everything they touch turns out gold. And this is no exception.
Where in the state is Olde Hickory?
Hickory?
I mean, where is Hickory?
I wish I remembered correctly. I think that Hickory is between Charlotte and Greensboro.
Because I wouldn't mind
And it's
visiting.
they still consider themselves Western North Carolina, which is our side. So they're somewhere on our side. And but I can't swear to it. I just don't remember well enough. My geography teacher fails me. And that's me. I'm my geography teacher because I should know right where this shit is. Given what I just said about their brewery, I should be able to walk you to it.
What'd you say?
I'm having a stroke.
Prop them up. We have to do another episode.
That's right. We'll Bernie it.
Because I kind of like to visit
man.
these guys.
I have never visited the brewery, and I would 100%. I would go visit this brewery tomorrow if somebody said let's go.
We were talking before we started rolling the video, and there's just something about
we're
this
on video.
There's just something. There's just something about this brewery that I really feel a kinship with, and this is, I think, only the third one of their beers that we've ever done on this, which means this is only the third one of their beers I've ever had. But I just really, there's just something about this brewery that I like.
They just hit it. They just do it right.
I would really like to go visit.
Well, Russ, we should do that.
We could.
We could. We even could.
I have a card and a credit card. I don't know what else you need. What else you need?
That's it. You could do anything with a car and a credit card.
That's pretty much right. I can think of one thing that I'm not getting done, but that's okay.
I wish I'd learned that when I was like 18 instead of 213.
Anything else?
No, that just gets, there's more, just more opens up every second, every single
It does get
sip.
better.
It's different.
Every sip of this, I
That
take
one
it's
tasted
better.
like grapes.
He is having a stroke. Oh my God.
It just, you want a beer this big, and there are beers that are way bigger than this that don't do it this well. You want a beer this big to be more interesting every sip. And this beer is doing it. And it is very hard.
It is
to
getting
find beers that do that.
It's getting better. It's getting better and better.
It's better every single sip.
Now I'm getting some dark brown sugar,
Right?
molasses kind of thing out of it.
Still getting grapes.
What a so damn lucky. See you next time.